Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Up next, it's our main event between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, my son!
Opening play, and Bo will throw. That man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Finds Trevor. Works it down to the 37. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here's the fake. Here's Nix. Stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Oh, my son! Olay, olay, olay! Ready! Right here, right.
Looking inside the red zone. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Pistol.
Mayfield comes out throwing. Broken out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Irving here from the gun. That's good for a gain of 5. Brandon Jones up to the stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
He takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 33.
27 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
To throw is Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to wait. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Mike Evans with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively. We can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Bombers.
Nix from the gun. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. His game is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Right, and Ingram makes the grab. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
Dobbins on 1st and goal. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. They send Mims left. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Mims with the grab. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 2nd quarter lead. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one's kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they said the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. Making some progress here. They'll have decent field position to begin with. The Rockies tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left for some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
The 34-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Baker. Dumps it off to his running back. Along the sideline past midfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody in that offense.
Escapes the pocket. Now hit, Mayfield loses the ball. Oh, but this one bounces out of bounds. So in the end, no gain on the play.
The offense retains possession.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Baker now from the gun. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
3 yards. And it's third down. Third and long.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Mile High in just a moment. Broncos go with a dime look here on third down. Here he goes, third and long. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Second down, looking for options. Ruben's got another one. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense to the line fast.
And the Broncos first down.
Nix with it on first. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
First down throw here. Mayfield. Completed to his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Buccaneer first down.
180.
Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Chased out to his right. And here he goes. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
180. Hurry. Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It brings up 4th down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Things trimmed back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Portland Sutton, the man he was after. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you get more interceptions. Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Nix. This is Abram looking left side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll throw again. Nix. Headed out right. He's keeping it. Nix is hit. He lost that football. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction there off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Nix now on 1st and 10. He's got it. It's in close. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point try now for the Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead to 8. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Tucker now on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Sideshizzle making the catch outright. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Done popped up by his back. He's going to go down right along midfield stripe. Manages a gain of 3 there. And the Bucs have the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
It's his running back. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest lead.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it is textbook.
180! Regular! Up, Chelsea! Hurry! Scott!
From the red zone on first. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 30. 180! Point it right. Scott!
Throwing again is Baker. Forced out to his right. He doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hurry! Hey, alert! What's up?
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. On the move, hit it right. That's much too high and into the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I don't know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
King! Yes! Watch!
Back to throw it. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback,
space on the right. He's got room. The 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those alignments. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Will Lutz to kick off for
Here's
the
Lutz set to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. He's stopped on the run back to the 27.
Sean Tucker on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their
Tampa
own
Bay bringing the
27-yard
offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. We give to Irving, stop his drop. He's much beyond the line, a yard at most. Coming up to start that play with Jardé Barron. Pass run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
at the 28-yard line.
Here's Baker. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Let's go.
And goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 6. Complete to Emeka Egbuka. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Getting out to his left. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop it for the sack on what's likely the final play of this 3rd quarter.
2nd down.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Baker now from the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Almost a completion of your own team there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Escapes the pocket. Now hit. Mayfield loses the ball. And it's recovered by the offense. But Brock gets 4th down. And no only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and goal. Let's see if they can make that turnover on downs hurt with a quick score here. Nicks off the play action. Buying some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a 3-score game in the 4th. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Extra point try now for the Lutz. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense to the line. And trips right to start out. 1st down. Here's Baker. It's a big, strong downfield to Egbuka. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Bucs have the first. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often the unit can't keep that contained in a play like that. It goes for a big gain.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. throw is Mayfield. Down the field, Evans has it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
19 yards. That's good for a first down.
First and 10, here's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Working quickly here. First down throw here, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, looking to throw, Mayfield. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Looking quickly here. Mayfield now from the gun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. Snap play is going to bring up third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
180. Stop.
Mayfield now on third and goal. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights.
Makes the score.
And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 15.
Buccaneers 20.
Down 2 scores, and with 2 timeouts left, this onside recovery is a must-get for them. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. Well, it kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Buccaneers have some new life in the fourth.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. And this one does not go far. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Buccaneers facing a 15-point deficit. Mayfield will look to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it.
Run their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Left side out, caught by Sutton. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
He's going to pass it here. He rolls to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Fits it through the middle. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
And the Broncos
looks to throw again. Caught, nice gain left side. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down, and that should just about button up this victory.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Huddle, huddle, huddle. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Ready. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Vacates quickly left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos grow the lead now to 22 points.
42. Buccaneers 20.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Tucker now on the return. He's going to run so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Bucs take over first and 10. At their
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up. Throwing again is Baker. Oh, brother, hits another interception. Riley Moss with the pick. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the far block with that fourth-quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And that one's caught. Zach coming along to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth. All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL, but Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for two at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing to me. Stat padding. And it's just going to come back to you at some point. Maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored. Look how great a job we did. Start patting yourself on the back. You're usually going to get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down. Baker now. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And they'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Buccaneers putting up points in a game decided. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So no time remaining, Brock, but the touchdown and now potentially this two-point conversion can at least make it look a little closer.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot here. And he won't reel it in, but wouldn't get them to win anyway. Instead of a 1-point loss, it's going to stay at 3. So to decide to make mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And it was a game for fans of of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here. As it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Garden on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Tracy going to get it on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Well, he'll try to run with this. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
To throw his dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the
Give the rookie another
line.
one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Four yards to go on second down from the 7. Dart going to give to Scatterby. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cam Scatterby, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Pass the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
It's second and
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Slot man moves right. Throwing is McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up the touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
Looking to throw, Dart. Left side has got Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Giants.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage out of it.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Late second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's another Giants first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Giants first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And once again, it's Scattergood. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise,
and he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
Now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
Ryan Wright.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Gunnar Olszewski deep for the Giants. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Dart. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
1st down, here's Scalaboo. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And try to jet sweep. Robinson with it. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing his Dart. He'll try and do this himself. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Scalaboo is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they show jet sweep it instead right up the middle here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because
he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of 2.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Again, it's Jones. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air with McCarthy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they run the option on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Throwing, dart. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
6 yards.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Back deep for the Vikings, Miles Price. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to their game plan thus far. And for once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go to the back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that could be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scalaboo. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They went through the wall and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
To throw now, Dart. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Price now, the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To the sideline and incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And that's part to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
48-yard line.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He sets it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On the ground, it's Scatterby to start the drive.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Dart going to look to throw here. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
In motion, Slayton. On the draw, it's Scatterby.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly.